Hello everyone. Today, my friend JP and I headed up to Bergen County to spot on NJ Transit's Pascack Valley Line, Main Line, and Bergen County Line, as well as CSX's River Sub. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some very entertaining action caught throughout the day of August 16th, 2025, all over Bergen County.
150, 40, 30, 20, 10.
We find ourselves set up for our first catch of the day at the DeMont Shade Tree Arboretum, a spot I've loved since I first visited in January. We're at milepost 12.9 on the CSX River Sub, and approaching our position is I-158, a southbound intermodal train originating from Bedford Park, Illinois, that is approaching its final destination in Kearney, New Jersey. In the lead is CM44AC 7291, originally built in February 1988 as AC44CW 304. This unit was rebuilt sometime in 2023 and entered service in early 2024. Trailing is CM44AC 7000, the class leader of the CM44AC rebuilds. This unit was built in February 1995 as AC44CW 46 and was rebuilt in 2019, entering service late that year. The third unit is AC44CW 417, built in October of 1999. CSX had a total of 599 AC44CW locomotives delivered from 1994 to 2002. Today, about 300 of them remain, the rest having been retired or rebuilt. CSX plans to continue rebuilding these locomotives, with 200 or more scheduled to be rebuilt through 2028. After seeing I-158, we headed over to Oradell to catch a southbound Pascack Valley Line train to Hoboken. Our shots of the train arriving weren't great due to not being ready and because of a fire department siren going off in the background. I apologize for this horribly backlit shot. Anyway, in charge of the train is cab car 6014 and GP40PH-2B4216. More on them later since we'll see them again soon. Next, we waited at Oradell for about 25 minutes for northbound train 2111 to Spring Valley. In the lead is GP40PH-2B4215, built in 1965, with a very friendly engineer in the cab. I apologize for this shot also being backlit. I tried my best to compensate for it. Next, we headed over to the main line at Ho-Ho-Kus after seeing there would be some more trains there. We were in for quite the pleasant surprise, however. Our first catch here is train 1716 traveling to Hoboken on the return trip from Suffern. In the lead is Comet 5 cab car 6038 with ALP 45 DP 4516 pushing. few minutes later, we are greeted by train 1866 to Hoboken, which had just departed from Waldwick. In the lead is Metro North cab car 6714, with NJ Transit PL 42AC 4025 pushing. Now, while our previous two catches weren't really too special, the next three trains we would see would be quite interesting indeed. First, we catch a meet between two flyers skipping the station. In the lead of the first one is Metro North GP40 FH-2 4900, the class leader. The next train is led by Metro North cab car 6708 and pushed by none other than New Jersey Transit's Conrail Heritage Unit GP40PH-2B 4208. And the very next train was led by the NJ Heritage Unit GP40PH-2 4101. I love how I literally said watch the next one be 4101 and it actually was. Also, even more interesting is that I caught all three of these units in that exact order since the last week of 2024. Quite interesting. Someone was cooking up for us today. Next, we headed back to Dumont for our lunch break. After grabbing a salad and a massive sub from a local Italian restaurant called Italian Connection, which I 100% recommend you to try if you're in the area, we sat next to the river sub and waited a bit. Then we heard a horn, and before we knew it, a northbound intermodal train I-159 was upon us, with a YN2 AC44CW in the lead. CSX 545 was built back in September of 2001. As stated before, it's a GE AC44CW. Trailing second out is 713 and ES44ACH built in October 2007. The third unit is 5425, an ES40DC, which was built as an ES44DC and was derated from 4,400 to 4,000 horsepower, hence the designation change. It was built in February 2007. Finally, trailing fourth out in the consist is ET44AH 3338, built in July of 2015. The next train we see is the set from earlier at Oradell with 6014 and 4216. We're now in Emerson, our final spot for the day. Our last train for today is 2119 to Spring Valley, with ALP 45A 4542 in the lead. And that's a wrap for today. If you like what you saw, hit like and subscribe for more. I'll link my Flickr and JP's Flickr and TikTok in the description, so go check those out to see photos from today. Don't forget to hit subscribe before you go. I'm trying to hit 700 subscribers before the end of 2025, and at the time of recording this, the channel is sitting at 646, very close to having only 50 to go. Thanks for watching, God bless you, and have a great day.